It's amazing. How are you feeling right now, Ryan Garcia? How are you feeling right now?
Honestly, I left the fight feeling like I didn't even really fight. So I kind of feel like, yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm just ready to go again. To me, that fight was like, that you watch anime ever,
Yeah,
the filler episodes,
yeah.
when you just got a filler episode. I just had to fight this guy because at the time before I got a fight set up, nobody wanted to take a fight with me.
Right.
Whatever the reason was. My first choice was Cruz. Then it went to well, actually, my first choice was Cambosis when all that was going on. Then I turned my attention to Cruz, and I really pushed for that fight. Didn't happen, and then the only option I really had was Tego. So um, I had to do what I had to do. I didn't think he was gonna fight like that, though. I thought he was gonna give me
Yeah.
a little something.
He got on his bike
And I wanted
early.
to, and before you say anything, I just want to say that I wanted to do this interview with you because I really do respect your insight on the game. You're very non-biased. You do a good job. I know a lot of people that do this, but you got a good voice for it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. That means a lot comes
Yeah.
from you, man. Um, 15-month layoff. You go in there and you give us 12 rounds. Um, for you being gone for 15 months, I thought it was a great performance, to be honest with you. How does it? That was
Right.
your first time going 12 rounds, right? Like, how did that feel? Like going 12 rounds for the first time?
It was different. I don't know how I felt with it because I didn't even know if I was tired or not. I just knew that I everything was on me. He didn't throw no punches. I couldn't get him tired or anything because his only objective was to survive. So I really couldn't base myself on if I was conditioned for blows back. I kind of was like, there's times where I got bored. Yeah, I did. I'm not gonna lie. I was in there like, dang, bro. Like at least throw something. Come on, man. Like cause like I was saying after the fight, I'm a counter puncher. Like I've always
Right.
been a counter puncher my whole life. Uh, of course, when I was in the ring with him in the first round, I think I caught him with like an uppercut as he was jabbing. He wanted
Right.
to commit to a jab, and I caught him with an uppercut. I swear I seen his eyes light up. He was like, nope, I'm not doing this again.
Once he
So
felt
after
that
that,
power.
yeah, I knew that I had to keep the press going. But of course, if I knew that he was going to run that much, I would have had a much better feel for that press. I just didn't know the amount of movement he was going to bring. But that's a learning experience for me, and I think I know I'm only going to get better. I wouldn't let myself not get better.
You said on Twitter you made a tweet that you said you if you would fight him again, you would have made him feel more comfortable in there.
Yeah.
Explain that. Explain that.
Oh well, kind of like I was doing in the later rounds where I would let him tee off on me a little bit, and then get close to me and throw his combinations. I would let him do that about like 4 times, and then as
Okay.
he's getting more comfortable, then I step back, hit him with a shot that I calculated on while he's doing all that, which it opened him up because I knew in the later rounds that's when I really started connecting on him with some good shots that he didn't expect because he's throwing a bunch of shots, it leaves himself open, and then he's like he doesn't expect me to throw. So that was my thing. Kind of similar to what like remember when Mayweather would fight like Shamba Mitchell or not only Shamba Mitchell but DeMarcus Corley, how he would just
Right.
let them tee off a little bit and then
Right.
kind of come back at him. That's kind of what I should have done. I should have let him throw his shots and then just find my little openings right then and there. But I kind of scared him too much. You understand what I'm saying? Like I put
Right.
too much fear in him, and he was like, "Nah, I ain't gonna do none of that."
he was on his bike something serious. I thought he was looking for a cab out there. Um,
Respectfully. Yeah.
respect and I say that and I say that respectfully.
Right.
Um, you said that when you was out there and by the way, I want to say congratulations for putting people in the seats. After
Right.
15 months, Ryan
Yeah.
Garcia is still a draw. We still getting bags out here.
Yeah, 100%. 15,000 people came out to see me in Texas after a year layoff against obviously an unknown opponent. That so it was really on me. There's everybody in that arena was there for me, but it was just a blessing because not only is it the fans, all the fans that came out, it's just how they made it feel. The atmosphere was electric. They really see me as they're it feels like they're in the ring with me when I'm fighting. It's not like they're just going to
Right.
watch a fight. They're really in there with me, and I I couldn't believe I was blown away. I had little kids crying, like it was just a surreal experience. Like I really got so much love, despite all the hate I got on the internet. Right, like
Right.
when I'm in person, there's so much love, and that really opened my eyes. Like, all right, I got to stop paying attention to hate. There's really big people. There's really a lot of people that do love me and love how I fight, and that's how I see my fans, like just family, man. It's amazing.
100%. Tell me, because you had surgery on your right hand. You said you was going through mental health issues before this
Right.
fight. How did it feel doing the ring walk after all of that adversity?
Surprisingly, I wasn't nervous at all. I
Mm,
was kind of very chill. Kind of like, all right, let's do this. Let's get back in there. The only thing I noticed is when I was in the ring, I didn't have that same zone in. You know what I mean? Where I don't hear the fans, I don't hear anybody. I was kind of maybe too calm because I was paying attention to how I kind of could feel the crowd's energy, whenever it kind of felt a little boring. So I kind of didn't set up my shots the way I normally do, like let the fight come to me, jab, you feel them out a little bit better, then pick it up. I was too emotional to give my fans the best fight possible on my way
mm,
back. You get what I mean? I
right.
was trying to, like, okay, I have to press this fight because it's gonna take some time for this guy to even think that he could come in. It would have took at least a round or two before he was like, all right, maybe I could get him. So I was
Right.
like, nah, I don't want to take that risk. So in my mind, I was like, let me just press him. I probably could get him out of there anyways. Obviously, I didn't. But with my whole heart, I promise you, my whole thing was, I gotta give something exciting for these fans. They came out to see me, so I think that was more the problem when I was in there. I felt the crowd. I wanted to give them everything, and I should have just zoned in and let the fight come to me. I really should have.
That's what's up. You still gave in my opinion, you still gave a great performance. I say that respectfully. How was
Right.
it working the first time with Joe Goosen? How was that?
Man, it was great. Me and Joe, obviously we knew I've known him since I was 17 years old. Have a
Oh,
good
okay.
connection with him. He's an old school trainer, you know what I mean? And he has that vibe where, you know, he don't take no bullshit, but he has a lot of fun with you still in the gym.
Right.
And he's a grinder. He was there with me sometimes at 12 midnight running. He would be anywhere I got to be and make sure everything's going right. So there was a lot of pros that Joe brought to my camp, and I'm excited to see where this takes us. I'm not here to say, you know, I'm I'm done. I didn't get the knockout. No, I'm in there
Right.
for the long run. I really do care for Joe. I think he's a great trainer. I know he's a great trainer, and you'll see the more I fight, the better I have to get because one, I'm a thinker myself. I
Mm,
don't just let things pass by without. I was right on the fight. I was like, okay, let's see what I could have done. Okay, improve because I'm right back to thinking. I'm like, man, I know there's way more elements to my game than which obviously I showed, but I still felt sharp. My punches were hard. My shots were coming out strong. Um, like I said, it's just the fact I didn't let it come to me. I forced the action instead of letting it come to me. But it was great, man. I'm excited to work with Joe again, and we're gonna do great things.
that's what's up. Was I know you were in the Eddie Reynoso camp.
Right.
Was there any slight differences between the two trainers?
Yeah. There's always gonna be differences when you switch a trainer. Everybody
Okay.
has their own style of training. Uh, and I mean, there's not really many, like, I can't really like speak. I don't want to speak on Eddie's
Like
camp
pinpoint it,
or
right?
or I don't want to do all that. I just want to say that they're both great trainers, bro. They're both great trainers, and they both have their own great attributes to them. I feel like uh, what's most important is the fighter within himself. You know, you get what I mean? How can
Right.
he bring the best out of himself? Because at the end of the day, you're alone in that ring. You can't look to your trainer to help you. You can't look to nobody
Yeah.
to help you, really, at the end of the day. So, unless you really could find it within yourself to get better, go home, study yourself, and be honest with yourself, then I think that's how you truly get better. Because a trainer could tell you all the right things. I've seen it before, and the fighter just doesn't do it.
But you in there. You in there with somebody trying to take your head off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons why I like you, and I think you have true grit, um, it takes me back to the Luke Campbell fight, and I always argue with my TikTok audience, which I call them the Prosper Fog, about your grit and how you bounce back from adversity. Can you like when
Thank
Luke
you.
Campbell when Luke Campbell dropped you, what was your mindset of coming back and being a true champion, then stopping him, getting up from adversity?
It's really just who I am. You know, a lot of people, when they first look at me, obviously they don't see that, right? But
Right.
like I tell people, it's really from within you. Who are you? And I know the person I am. When it gets hard, I don't fade away from it. I embrace it. So
Mm.
when I got dropped, I said to myself, this is my moment to be great. You know, I could of course backtrack and hold and try to get through the round, but I said no, I'm better than that. Uh, you know, he caught me with a good shot. In my mind, I said, all right, Campbell, do it again. I want to see you do it again. That's
Right.
really what I was thinking. All right, come on, let's go. And I bit down, and I knew what I did wrong. There, obviously, I dropped the hand when he faked to the body, which was a great shot, caught me clean. He's experienced, but I knew if I just keep doing what I was doing, I was gonna break him down because I could see it in him that he didn't really quite know how to get me off him. He just caught me with a great shot,
Right.
but I knew that if I keep pressing him and keep with my moving my feints, he was gonna break down sooner or later, and he did. But yeah, that was a great fight. That was a great victory. The guy was obviously a gold medalist, never been knocked out in his life, um, and I made a big statement there, and that's what I was looking for. I was looking for one of those fights. You
Right.
understand? I knew I could make a statement uh, with Cruz if I came back and beat him, but it didn't go down.
Why did
So I
why
had to
did
fight
Esau
Pena.
why did speaking of Esau Cruz, why did he duck that Ryan Garcia smoke?
Honestly, I don't know. He wanted to fight Gamboa. I think I think he just wanted to keep his momentum going.
Okay.
I don't think he wanted to jump in with somebody like me right away. And cuz he just fought Tank, and he obviously, I don't think they thought they were going to do that good with Tank. And
Right.
then when they seen they did, he was like, "Oh, okay. I got something here. I could turn into a superstar. Let me go fight Gamboa, cuz if he fought me, you know, obviously I'm going to beat him. That's just the facts. I'm going to beat him." And he didn't want that. So, hopefully if he beats Gamboa, well, when he beats Gamboa, I know he will. When he beats Gamboa, I want to get that on. Honestly, I really
You
want
would
to
want to
get
fight Esau
that fight.
Cruz?
Yeah, because I want to shut people up, man. They really think this guy could really mess with me. He can't. I promise you that. He can't put that pressure on me like he did to Tank. I will catch him. That will happen.
So you think so? Like in my opinion, that fight between Tank and Esau Cruz, it could have went either way. So
100%.
you think you would definitely whoop on Esau Cruz, put them hands on him?
1,000%. I 100% confidently can say that. 100% confidently can say that.
We say that respectfully.
Respectfully, man.
Speaking of Gervonta Tank Davis,
Yep.
um, I believe Gervonta Tank Davis is in the Mayweather protection program.
Right.
I believe your resume destroys his resume at this point,
Yep.
and I believe he is great, but I don't know if he's great because it hasn't been tested yet.
Yep.
Um, and I'm on record saying that you would beat Tank Davis. Is that
Yep.
a fight that you want down the line?
1,000%. I think not only for myself, but for the sport of boxing, we really need that. We need to get that on. Um, we're two very explosive fighters. That's no secret. We're two superstars in our own right. He has his fans. I got my fans. It will be a crossover fight. Whoever wins there becomes the superstar in boxing. You
Huge
know,
fight.
the huge fight. Whoever wins is a superstar. Um, and if we don't do that fight soon, that's a disgrace because because right now, we need that fight for each other. We both need each other to really separate ourselves and
Right.
make sure that that whoever wins this fight is the superstar of this generation. So we need to get that on. Obviously, he has a fight with Rolando Romero. He has to focus on that, and I should have another fight after this fight, and then maybe we could get it on. I don't want to make promises to the fans. We've done that
Right.
enough. But I definitely, that's where my heart is. My heart is, hopefully we could do one more fight. And if it makes sense or we could get everything aligned, let's get it on. Let's do it for the people. And let's give them something that they want. I want competition, man. As you see in this fight, I was bored. And that's no disrespect
Right.
to Tegan. I was bored in there. I had the look on my face like, come on, bro. Like I just fought Campbell and we were swinging. Me and
Like,
Campbell were swinging. I miss that adrenaline of somebody swinging and feeling the body contact. Having to think in there. I didn't even have to think. I didn't even have to throw my jab. I just ran up on him. I was so surprised.
yeah,
I
as
was like,
soon as the fight started, I'm like, Ryan's in stalker mode right now. You was stalking homeboy.
yo, I was like, it was kind of funny. I was like, I was in the ring with him. And I was like, bro, am I really able just to walk up on this guy? It was too much. I had too much of like I was too strong for him, and I think I had too many options. Right? I was like, yeah, I could do anything to this guy. Um, but it was fun, man. I learned a lot from it, and I know I'm gonna take a lot of lessons from this fight, and it's gonna
Right.
help me in the future. And I went 12 rounds, but I won every round, so
Yeah.
I can't
Shut
really
up.
complain. It was a
Shut up. Shut
shutout.
up.
I dropped him, hurt him several times. That was pretty much everything but a knockout. So I'm happy with what I did, and looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, your supporters is they definitely happy with that. Um, back to Gervonta Tank Davis. How would you see that fight play out with him? Being that you're taller than him, how would you see that fight play out?
You know, when we do fight, um, obviously I got to use my reach. I mean, that's no secret. He's gonna have to come at me,
Mm,
and that's not anybody with fighting mind could see that. That's no secret. I also don't want to give out too much of what I think I could do to him.
okay,
But then again, none of that even matters because, I mean, it all changes in the fight. Punches change stuff, everything's changes stuff. But obviously, it's no secret. I got to use my reach on him. And as you see, he does get tagged a lot coming in.
100%.
Leo was putting his hands on him as he was coming in. Mario Barrios was putting his hands on him up until the point he got dropped. So there was a lot of fights where kudos to him. He found the shot, but he wasn't winning the fight. It was a
Mm,
tough, close fight. So I know when he's trying to come in upon me, if I'm hitting him with those type of shots, he's less likely to have that energy by the time he gets inside to give me a good one. Because once he gets in there, I'm gonna be firing too, and that's why it's gonna be a good fight though. That's why it's gonna be a good fight because I know what his intention is: walk me down, try to get on the inside and explode with a right hook or an uppercut.
or uppercut.
That's just what it is.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah.
That's real. I would definitely want to see that fight. I hope that fight does get made in the future. Speaking of the lightweight division, what's your thoughts on Devin the Dream Haney versus George Kambosos Jr.?
I think that's a great fight. I think they're two pretty good fighters. Devin, the more polished boxer, I would say, natural boxer, jab, counter, keeps his distance a lot. Minimal risks, but good at what he does. Cambosis, he has his own style. I don't even know what to call that style, to be honest. Kind of like jump in and out and throw hooks and right hands, but
I want to ask
I,
you,
I I don't know how that fight's gonna go though. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, to me, it's like I don't know. I
I
can't
think Devin
find.
going to cook that man. Devin's
Yeah.
going to cook that man. Do you think George? Do you think George Kambosos was just in the right place at the right time? Being that the Teofimo fight took like 12 years, 8 different locations, and all that. Like, do you just think he was at the right place at the right time?
Yeah. I was on record saying that I do still feel like uh, that Teofimo was the more talented and skillful fighter. I do, as
Right.
from what the eye test shows. Um, Now in that fight, obviously Cambosis was able to beat Teofimo, but I do think that if they fought 3 times or whatever, however many times more, 9 times out of 10, I do see Teofimo winning. I really do. It's just my opinion. Now,
Right.
obviously, that's not how it went. He won the fight, and he did his thing. But I do think still Teofimo's a more skillful fighter, and I definitely say that respectfully. Uh, but you can't knock somebody for winning that fight and showing grit like he did. He did get dropped himself, got back
Right.
up, won the fight. He came and stole the last round. I believe it was still. I mean, it wasn't close. I'm not gonna say it was close, but it was good that he put a statement on that 12th round, and I got respect for him, and hopefully that they have a great fight, Cambosis and Devin.
Yeah, I definitely want to see that.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, how do you see Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez playing out? What's your opinion on that fight?
It's cool because obviously I know Oscar, like personally. I've seen him
Right.
train many times. There's not many people that train harder than that guy. That's
Mm.
why he's always in a fight. And he could win in any fight. I feel like no matter who's he against because he trains so hard. Me and him, there's not a lot of people that could keep up with me in running. Like I'm a very good runner. I feel like I could win a 5 mile run against anybody. He was the only one that man we would be neck and neck. I'm like this dude, he could really
Damn.
run. I mean, I'm running like sometimes 5 minute miles, 4 minute miles. I'm like this dude could keep up, you
Right.
know. And he's shorter than me, and I got longer legs, but this dude could run. So I definitely could see him just able to, always be in the fight. Now, will he win? I don't know because you got Shakur, obviously great boxer,
Right.
knows distance like the back of his hand. But we've obviously never seen him get hit either, though. We've never seen
Right.
him take a good shot. And we'll see what Oscar could find. I'm excited to see that fight too because uh, it's a big test for Shakur. Big test.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one as
Yeah,
well. During the DAZN telecast, JoJo Diaz was up there hating on you. Uh,
yeah. He's
wa-
crazy, man.
was that is that a fight you would want to see down the line? Uh,
That's like another filler fight for me. That's like if
Filler.
I had it's a filler episode, man. Like, oh yeah, Ryan did fight. Oh yeah, I remember he did fight Jojo Diaz. Oh yeah, he did beat him.
So
I
that's like
remember.
season 2 of The Wire. Like he's like
Yeah,
season
yeah,
two of The Wire.
yeah. It's like season 2, man. Like JoJo, I don't even know what to say about him. I just like, dude, you just got literally. It was that. If you talk about a boring fight, him and Devin Haney was. I don't even know what was with that. That fight had me like, bro, you had your hands up the whole time. He's like, Ryan should have made the adjustment. I was thinking in my head, what? You literally had your hand. You do the same move every time, peekaboo style. Don't throw no punches. Let a guy tee off on your hands, and that's it.
Right.
Like, come on, man. So I was just like, I don't even know what to say to that, bro. I really don't. I really don't. It's like you'll get your chance if you do. Like if Cruz don't take it, I probably will pick you. But I mean, I really want Cruz. I think that's the fight that a lot of people want to see too. I think that will sell out in a lot of places. Because you got, obviously we both have the Mexican fan base, and we'll bring out a lot of people. and a lot of people will love to see that fight because he gave Tank a great fight, and he's an aggressive guy.
Right.
We're gonna be firing, me and Cruz. It's not like we're not. So I think a lot of people are gonna want to see that more than Diaz Jr.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely would see you and Esau Cruz being that his style is more of a come forward style, being
Yeah.
able to engage and you being a counter puncher.
Yeah.
I think that'd be 100% lit right there. Um, I see growth in you as far as you like maturing. You got tattoos now. Um,
Man, I
you
like
say you ain't finished your back tattoo, right? You ain't
I
finished it.
didn't I didn't finish my back tattoo yet. Those hurt like no tomorrow, and everybody's like, Ryan looks like the type to use numbing cream. I ain't never used numbing cream in my life. I
What's wrong with numbing cream?
I
Who's
know if
hating
I
on
use
numbing cream?
I know, yo, they get me so bad. Like people are just clown on me for anything. I'm like, what are you talking about? Even if I did use numbing cream, that
Let's
tattoos
be
hurt.
clear. We not gonna be hating on numbing cream. I got one tattoo and I let the numbing cream fly. Let's be clear.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. No, you know, about the tattoos, everybody loves to talk about my tattoos, but like at the end of the day, I just got them because I don't know. I got one and I was like, oh, I need another one, and then I need another. I
Right.
have an addictive personality. That's just who I am. So I'm like, dang. And then I end up getting a lot, and I'm like, I don't even know if I like all of them yet. You know what I mean? I'm still getting used to them. So I'm really gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my tattoos. I think I'm gonna just like chill off it a little bit.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
And
No.
you a father now.
Yeah.
How has that been being a daddy, being a father?
It's great, man. I love my girls. I wouldn't want to be other than a girl dad. There's something about having a
Mm,
girl, and my daughter Riley came to watch me fight for the first time, and she's actually um, aware that I'm fighting. So it was cool to see, and it's cool to see them grow up, and it just gave me a way better perspective on life. I feel more at peace, calm, because I know my girls love me and they love their dad, and I got a lot of people obviously uh, around me, and even the fans. Some of them are negative, but it really brings me back home. My girls are my world, and I just want to give them everything. I want to train hard, and it's just a new motivation on life to not only be a great person inside the ring, but I mean inside the ring, but outside the ring too. Be a great
right.
role model, hold myself to a better standard, and it's really made me grow as a man. Becoming a father, and I love it.
That's what's up, man. Congrats to you. Being a father is the best thing in the world, and I go ahead and I say that respectfully.
Yeah.
Um, where do you want to eventually take this as far as your legacy goes? Are you more about the paydays or are you more about legacy?
I'm about both. I ain't gonna lie.
Let's get these bags. I ain't mad
let's
at
get
you.
let's get man. It's cool. Like I want both. If I could go for both, I will. Uh, I want some good change. I need that. I've been boxing since I was 7. I need a little bit change for the work I do, but I also don't want fans to be left with a salty taste in their mouth
Mm,
about me. Right? I want them to know that I fought those guys that I needed to fight. Um, Especially like a Tank Davis, especially like a Cambosis, a Haney, a Lomachenko. I need those type of fights to be on
right,
my record, and I know as long as the fans respect it, right? You
right,
can't, that's the thing about boxing and MMA. The reason why these MMA fighters are so inclined to fight the big fights because, say they do lose, right? The
right,
fans still love them. Like, yo, I respect it. Okay, just like Hearns, just like Leonard, they fought and the fans still respect them. But nowadays, it's like you lose one time, they're he's a bum, gotta expose, he's shit, he's this, he's
right,
that. Like, bro, what are you talking about? It's competition. Like, this is
right,
just what it is. Like, and I think that's why a lot of fighters are not inclined to take on a big fight because they know how brutal these boxing fans are, and they won't give you another opportunity. Say you lose once, right? It's like,
right.
come on, bro. Like, I think if the fans would just show a little bit more respect, maybe these guys would want to fight. But I'm going totally I'm gonna totally try my best to get those big fights happening, and we'll see.
Yeah, like the legend, Showbiz the adult. He's a YouTube guy, very talented legend guy. I look up to him. He said the true test of a champion is how you bounce back from that adversity. So we could really
Yeah,
see what you're made of, and you've been through adversity, and you've bounced back. We know what you're made of, regardless of all the hate you may receive. Um, what do you think about like the boxing fans? Like you could be winning a fight and then you get say you get caught with a combo and they just take that 1 point and be like, see, this what's going to happen right here. There's like a whole
yo,
narrative off that.
I swear, I think I got hit once in that whole entire fight last time with takeout, and somebody said, "See, you ain't got defense." I said, I said, I said, what are you talking about, man? Like, yeah, my defense ain't flashy, but you ain't never seen my face beat up. That's for sure.
Right,
And that's because there's two different types of defenses. There's defense where you're aware of the punch coming and you just somehow don't get hit, and then there's
right,
some that you go into super defensive shell mode, and you trying not to get hit and you trying to look all flashy with it slipping your head. Me, I just try to move an inch out of the way because I want to hit you with some stuff while you're throwing. So I
right,
don't try to move as much. I like to stay in there and like kind of graze the shot off, and if I see opening, I fire. That's why if you see a lot of my knockouts, I catch them in between their shots, like right when they're throwing, I catch them because
mm,
I don't move away from the punch. I just wait, and if he because a lot of people they don't know, they misfire their punches naturally. You can't be
okay,
super accurate all the time. So most of the time, I see the punch and I know it's gonna miss because they just misfired, and then that's when I crack them. But I can't do that if I start slipping my head all crazy. I can't see the shot. So you know what I mean. So I just stay right there, and if when they miss, I counter. That's just what it is. You know what I mean?
that's what's up. How intense is them face offs? So I seen you and Toggle when y'all was at the face off. Do it really be beef up there, or is just like what it be up there?
You it's like anything. Somebody staring you at in the face, and like they're just having that energy of like, bro, what are you trying to do to me? Like, we're already fighting, and that's hey,
Yeah,
sometimes that stuff pisses me off. I'm like, bro, what do you want to do? You want to fight right now? Like, what the fuck?
right,
Like, we're already fighting, and honestly, sometimes it does piss me off because they're doing too much. Like, bro, we just posing for the cameras, right? like,
right,
and like they try to get in your head, then I'm like, all right, I'm done with this. I'm gonna start talking my mess. It's just who I am. Like, if you start talking trash, I'm gonna start talking trash. That's just how I
right,
grew up. I have three brothers. I live in one of those neighborhoods that everybody's competitive and we're all playing basketball, talking shit all the time.
right,
And and I grew up with brothers. Obviously, we're gonna talk shit. That's just how it is. So once they start talking shit to me, I'm like, all right, this is what I do growing up all the time. Let's do it. Like, I might not be the best trash talker, but I definitely will talk trash if I need to.
yeah, a hundred
So it's
percent.
kind of funny. Yeah.
How is your brother still fighting?
Nah, Sean. He's super talented. He just says that he just doesn't have the love for the game as much as me, and he
Mm,
and he knows that you need that. So he'd rather be a coach, and that's what he's working on, being a coach, and just carrying out with that, which I respect. If he says that he don't have the same love, I mean, you gotta have some love for this game. It
hundred
takes a
percent.
lot to do
You
this.
don't play boxing.
No, you do not. You definitely definitely do not.
That's what's up. So you still cool with the Paul brothers?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm cool with Jake. Obviously,
Jake
cool with
Paul?
Logan. Well, I've been knowing them since I was 19, 18. People don't even
Oh
know that
shit.
they went to my house in Victorville. They definitely they caught on to me real quick. You know what I mean? Before I even blew up, even before I even got to the Reynoso camp, they were already. We would talk all the time. I go over their place, and they've always shown me love. So all the negative stuff people say about them, I don't even see because I've known them for so long. I'm with them, and if they want to box, so be it. Let's see them box.
Yeah, I like Jake Paul because it seems like he's not trying to cheat the game. Like he really takes this shit serious. Like he really in there.
Exactly. I
Like,
mean, if you think about it, a lot of boxers, including myself, the first 5 fights, you're not gonna have hard touches, and everybody's
mm,
judging him for his touches when he's actually fighting people that some would say have experience. I
mm.
know they're MMA fighters, but they still have experience. You understand what I'm saying? And most of the time, professional fighters don't fight guys that are even close to that. So I give him respect for it, man. So I can't really talk bad on Jake. He's doing
Yeah,
his
yeah.
thing.
He's doing his thing. He understands marketing. You understand marketing as well.
Yep.
You just got the Gatorade bag, like you got the Gatorade
Yeah.
endorsement.
I,
How was that?
Man, it's a big honor. Obviously, Gatorade has had some huge athletes. I just shot a big commercial with them with a pretty big NBA player. It's gonna be a
Mm,
national commercial, so it's really awesome, man. Coming from Victorville, just a little dude from Victorville, man. It's just been a crazy ride, and I'm enjoying every moment of it. And to have Gatorade, that's big, man. I mean, Gatorade's everywhere. And
yeah,
they're like iconic, right? They're iconic. And it just feels right. You know what I mean? It feels right to be with a company like that. They show me nothing but love too. So I think I'm just keep on riding the wave. Don't look back. Don't even think about how I'm doing it. Just do it. You know what I mean?
that's true, man. That's true, man. Well, I want to thank you for giving me this interview, man. Giving me a shot, my first shot at this. Talking to
Right.
somebody as big as you, a boxing superstar. I can really say that you is a real one, 100% real one. You keep your word. I'm a
I
full
told you
Ryan
100%.
Garcia.
I told you after the fight I will give you the interview for sure.
You did say that you a real one. Like they can, nobody can ever say that you're not a real one in my eyes. You good in the hood,
Yeah.
Maryville, USA, Arizona. You got to come to Arizona, man. Arizona would love to have Ryan out here.
All right, man. Shoot. One day, I mean, I did fight in Arizona once. It was cool. It was a nice spot. I forgot what the place was called, but it was cool. But man, I just want to say, bro, keep doing what you're doing. I definitely, even in bigger fights, I would love to hop on an interview with you, and we get it in. You know what I mean? You're a cool person to talk to, and you're just as real as they come. I respect it, and I hope
Thank you.
nothing but success for you. And hopefully this blows up even more. And I'm with you too. Let's get it.
Thank you, my brother. You keep enjoying your trip, man, and peace and blessings to you. Ryan Garcia one time tonight. Thank you, King.
Hey, and we say that respectfully. Peace.
Respectfully.
Hey, you need to patent that.
I am, bro. I'm gonna get the merch is coming, bro. The merch is coming.
Yeah, I gotta buy some. All right, man.
I
Peace.
feel.
All right.
Oh man, salute Ryan Garcia one time tonight, y'all. How y'all enjoy that? That man Ryan Garcia. Make sure everybody y'all follow me here on TikTok right now. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Uh, Salute my man Hot Boxing Minute. Hot Boxing Minute. He's a whole legend out here in these streets. He just interviewed Oscar Valdez. Salute Showbiz the Adult. Um, Salute my sponsor, Yam Yams. Salute the home team. Salute Pay Your Legends. I got a podcast called The Hatrix that y'all can check out Monday through Friday on YouTube. Make sure you search Two Tone the Superstar on YouTube. Um, and it's respectfully it's fire.